Hi and welcome back to the Nerd Shelves. I'm Judy.
And I'm Michael.
Here is the series of Friends and Games.
Yay! This is a series where we realize that there are just so many amazing people in the board gaming community that we love so much. And they just do so much, not only just within the community, but they do so much for the community.
Yes, and we're going to spread the love.
Spread the love.
And that if you haven't heard of them, it's definitely a good chance to check them out and support them.
Go check out their channels and their Twitters and Instagrams and all of that. So please go support and share the love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, they just prove that how supportive this community can be.
Absolutely.
And we are very honored to be in this video with them together.
Yes, but this first video is... What is it?
It's games that we like to play as a couple.
So we've reached out to some of our favorite couples in the community. Couples that we, absolutely love their content. But I think more importantly, we absolutely love as people.
Yes. Of course, we cannot fit everyone in this short video.
Absolutely.
So don't worry, we will come back to them.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So all of the couples on this video, their links are below. So make sure you go ahead and show them all the love that you can because they deserve it.
Yes, they're amazing.
So this is our video of the best board games for couples.
Yes. Okay, we have Stella and Terrence from Meeple University. They are such a sweet couple. They do a lot of live streams,
Lots of live streams, yeah.
And they're just very interactive with viewers on the chat.
So interactive.
And they have a lot of videos of short and sweet, explain how to play.
Yeah, and they work with Dice Tower too. And
Yes.
But they're just so sweet and lovely, and they have the best dad jokes.
I know you're going to say that part. Yes, they do, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes, so they're going to tell us about their favorite games as a couple.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella here from Meeple University. Thanks Judy and Michael for asking us about our favorite game. And this is it. Well, one of our favorite games that we like to play. Codenamed Duet.
Yeah, in terms of games that we like to play together, this one always comes up towards the top. And I've always been very impressed that they took what was one of the seminal party games of the last decade, and I think made it better by turning it into this two-player version. I really do enjoy Codenames Duet.
Why do you think it's a better two-player version?
I think it works. I mean, it works really well as a party game, but as a two-player game, between the two of us, it forces us to, because we think from a connection standpoint and the pop culture we grew up with, we think quite differently.
Yeah.
And we're very poor at this game.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It forces us to think through how the other person is going to think, and I find that to be, I think that's great. I think that's what it really brings out.
And learn about each other's better. Yes, and Tarrant is absolutely right. We absolutely horrible at this game, yet we really enjoy it. Usually it's in our suitcase. We usually just don't bring the box. We just bring the cards or whatever we need to bring if there's a weight limit on our travel. But otherwise, just chuck in the car. It seems to be following us with all of our travels.
Yes.
So, and that is it. Codenames Duet. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we have a couple who I think are just adorable.
They're so cute.
They're so sweet. They seem so kind and just, I love them so much. That is Amy and Maggie from Thinker Themer.
Yeah. I think the reason why you introduce Amy first because she's a thinker and Maggie's a themer.
Yes, the Thinker and the Themer. I love what they're doing. I love this idea of having the thinker, the mechanics of the game, and the themer who is talking about the theme of the game and how they're integrated together.
Yes.
But there's so much more than that.
Yes.
Their videos, they have all these like coffee talk videos and
Love it.
They get postcards from their fans, like fan mail. I love them so much.
Yes.
And they're from Australia.
Yeah.
Which is great, like Meeple University.
Yes, another Australian friends.
Yeah. So this is what Thinker Themer has as their favorite game to play as a couple.
Hi Judy and Michael, we're sending you lots of love from Melbourne, Australia. I'm Amy and this is Maggie. We are Thinker Themer and we are so excited to be part of your video series. So thank you so much for having us. We really enjoy your channel, love your live streams and appreciate everything that you do for the hobby. Thanks for asking about our favorite two-player experience. We couldn't come to consensus classic about our favorite, but we did pick one that we really enjoy, which is Hadrian's Wall.
We love Hadrian's Wall.
We do love Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah.
Which
is not really a two-player game, but
No.
we love playing it.
I mean, not only a two-player.
Not only a two-player game, but it plays great at whatever player count.
It does, because really it's like playing solo in company. It is 100% multiplayer solitaire.
Which you usually don't like.
I really don't like that. And that's why I think this game is so cool, because we have it, obviously our channel is all about our gaming preferences. It's in the name, Thinker Themer.
Yeah.
But this game like defies our individual game preferences. For me, I love a highly interactive game where there's a lot of like social interaction. It's all about the people around the table. They're kind of taking that worker placement spot before somebody else does, like all of that strategy to do with other people. And this is like really roll and write that is very isolating in terms of just focusing on your own sheets of paper. And for you,
I love theme and I love sort of immersing myself in theme. And here it's like, it's really more about the puzzle. But I don't care. Like, I enjoy it so much. I just love, and like, I love going into it every single time going, okay, this time I'm going to try this. And then halfway through, I'm like, no, I can't. I have to go back to this other strategy, or I want to, I just have such a great time with this game. And and
it's
that's why
such
I love playing it with you. And
well, sometimes, okay, so we play a lot of highly interactive games, and sometimes Maggie can get a little upset with me, depending on how much take that there is in the game. But in this game, we are just doing our own thing. We can have a nice cup of tea or coffee and just sit there quietly playing this game.
I always lose, and I don't mind. That's how much I enjoy this game.
The one thing that Maggie doesn't like about this game is, in this game, if you've played Hadrian's Wall, it's all about the combos, right? So you start with these physical resources of different types of citizens and different materials, and then you're trying to elongate your turn as much as possible by triggering the gaining of new resources to then spend again. So what is the one thing that you dislike about this game?
Amy has the longest turns because she's just making the most amazing combo-tastic combinations.
So sometimes
and I'm
Maggie...
like, boop, 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 done. Oh, I have 5 minutes to wait.
So sometimes you'll go and make another cup of tea, but
it's not even that.
Sometimes you get up and go away and you come back. But more often than not, we are just quietly sitting there doing our little combos in our head. But for some reason, it feels like doing something really nice together but alone. So that is our pick. It's a game that keeps us together by not making us talk to each other. So thank you so much for having us on this little segment. Again, love what you guys are doing. Thank you so much for inviting us, and we look forward to seeing you in person one day and playing some games around your table. So thank you so much, and this is Hadrian's Wall, so check it out if you haven't already. Bye.
Okay, the next one, super excited, is Jimmy and Jeff from Foster the Meeple. They're just so adorable.
They sure are.
Not because they're Canadians.
Well, that too.
But yeah, they're just so friendly, so cute, and I love watching their shows.
So funny.
I think they are doing really well on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
The pictures are very pretty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every time I watch them, I laugh.
Yes.
I literally laugh out loud through all of their videos.
Yes.
They're so funny.
I think they have a vlog as well about board games, and it's just so interesting. They, again, just real people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're supportive. They always shout out to a lot of content creators or publishers or designers, and they're
So
just
supportive.
so sweet.
Yeah, very, very sweet.
Yes, I just want to give them a big hug. And that is Foster the Meeple.
Hi, Michael and Judy. It's Jamie. And Jeff?
And Jeff from Foster the Meeple. You guys asked us a question.
Did they?
A very serious question about what is our favorite game to play as a couple.
As a couple.
I didn't even know we were a couple.
Yeah. I had no response. I'm just like, yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about our favorite game to play together. And
As a couple.
As a couple, of course. So our favorite game, if anybody knows us, this would be no surprise, but you might not know us.
Yeah,
so it's a
you might
total
not.
surprise.
So here we go.
Here we go. And our favorite game to play together is Silver Bullet from Bezier Games, designed by Ted Alspach.
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 I don't know.
Alspach, you spotch.
We Alspach.
We Alspach.
So Silver Bullet is #1, our most played game.
Yep.
We play this all the time. So
Yeah, we love the take that element in games. We're super highly competitive.
highly competitive.
Couple. We want to crush each other's dreams.
Yeah.
And Silver Bullet is super take thatty.
Super take thatty. So there's werewolves trying to take over your village, and you are trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
By getting rid of the cards in your village.
The villagers.
The villagers.
That attract werewolves.
Exactly. For example, vampires. Everybody's seen Twilight. Vampires and werewolves go hand in hand.
Yep.
So you want to get rid of those cards. You win the game by having the least amount of points at the end of the game. Each card has a certain number on it. Why do we enjoy playing this together? You already touched on it a little bit,
Yep.
but we enjoy take that games. We want a game where you can mess with the other person's village. You can totally, like, they could have just seen all of their cards by a special trigger, and you could pull the 8, the magical 8, and you can take all of their cards and shuffle them up, and it totally messes them up and
Place them all
screws them
back down.
over.
Yep.
It is very, very highly interactive between players, and
Yep.
we love player interaction. And it works really well at 2 players. It's not a strictly 2-player game.
Nope.
You could play with up to 4, but we find of all of the Silver series, this is the one that plays the best at 2.
It's so simple. It's just a deck of cards, essentially. There's
Yeah.
one small little Silver Bullet token that you don't even really need. You could use anything to represent it. But like we've played this just with a movie on in the background, just sitting on the couch, and we just lay it out in front of us and play 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hands.
Yeah, and it was one
11,
of those
12, 13,
Yeah. It was one of those games.
14, 15, 16.
This game, I don't want to say it's changed our lives because that's being a little bit dramatic, but this game, like I said, it's the most played game that we have. We got addicted to this game, and it is just, it's a comfort game for us now. It's one that we always go back to. It is one that will never, ever leave our collection. There's also a good balance. It's not like I always win or he always wins. There's like, well, mainly it's me that wins.
It's getting to that point.
It's getting to that point, but there's a good balance because it does involve a little bit of luck as well. I think this game just means a lot to us. It's something that we've bonded over.
Yeah.
That is our favorite game to play as a couple. Thank
Indeed.
you for asking us to be a part of this. We love you guys. So we're just happy to have a little bit of a chat about board games.
We love you guys, and we can't wait to continue watching you do your stuff.
Do your stuff. Bye.
Later days.
Okay, so now we have a couple. They are just so charismatic and outgoing and awesome. Our family plays games. Starla and Mick. But we also can't forget Grant, who is incredible behind the scenes and is kind of the engine of their videos and their streams.
Who just turned 17.
Hey, happy birthday!
Yeah.
We mentioned earlier about couples or people in the industry that we really look up to and who do so much, not just in the community, but for the community. This is Starla and Mick at Our Family Plays Games. What they do for the board gaming community is incredible. They are lovely. They call everybody their family.
That is just so warm.
They love everybody. They're so positive. They're so happy all the time. I just love them.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is their favorite game to play as a couple.
All right. Hi, Judy and Michael.
Hey,
How
Judy
are
and
you?
Michael, what's going on? Thank you so much, Nurse Shells, for inviting us to do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, for those of you who don't know us,
Let's do it.
I'm Starla.
I'm Mick.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah. Yeah.
And we really appreciate this opportunity to talk about one of the favorite games we love to play as a couple.
And that game is Five Tribes from Days of Wonder. Now, folks, now family, we put blood on the table for this one because when we go at it, we go at it.
Yeah, and one of the things we love about Five Tribes is that it actually has a variant for 2 players. It's got just the meeples for 2 players.
Yes.
So we really like that. And we love the Mancala mechanic.
Yes, and we just love how it kind of introduces a little bit of AP, you know, a little bit.
Of analysis paralysis.
Yes, a little bit. But I think it's good because it makes you think. It's almost like an elevated chess game.
It is. To me, it's very much like chess because you really have to outthink your opponent when you're playing, especially when you're doing head-to-head.
Yes.
You really can't give an inch.
No.
And when you play with 3 or 4 people, you know, maybe that other person may not catch the mistake you made where you left something open for them to get. But when you're playing with one person, you can't give an inch.
No, you cannot give an inch.
We do suffer with a lot of AP.
Yes.
When we're playing.
Because I don't want to give you the win.
No.
No.
And there's sometimes when you have this chance, it's like, well, if I give him this, then maybe I'll get this and this. But then you say, nah, I'm not giving him anything.
Don't give him nothing.
And then you just sit there a little bit longer and you keep looking at the board and finally you figure out, okay, that's where I need to move my meeples.
Yes, yes. And definitely we have all the expansions. We got everything because we love this game so much. Playing 2-player. We do.
As a 2-player.
A 2-player, yes.
Yes. So when we first saw Five Tribes, it was a little daunting to see all the multicolored meeples on the board and realizing you had to pick them up and move them from place to place. But once we figured it out, we were sold.
We were sold. So thanks again, Michael and Judy, for inviting us to do this. We love you guys and keep doing your thing. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, so here is Ellen and Randy from We Game Together. Ellen and Randy are fantastic. They're actually the first couple, not only the first couple, but the first YouTube channel where I participated in their chat, in their live streams. They do fantastic work with their live streams. They're just so friendly and down to earth and real. Like I just want to be their friends.
I know.
They're just so sweet and so nice and
very sweet.
Yeah, you feel like you're hanging out. They're just fantastic.
Yes.
So anyways, this will be Ellen and Randy from We Game Together. So here is their favorite game to play as a couple.
Hi guys, I'm Ellen.
And I'm Randy.
And we're We Game Together. And today we are talking about a game that plays beautifully at 2 players. It does go to 4, scales beautifully at 2. It is Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah, we like playing this one together. It's not strictly a 2-player game, but it is a game that plays very well at 2. We do like playing it together. It's Ellen's favorite game, one of my favorites, of course. And what you're doing is you're rolling dice. Now you can modify these dice, but depending on what's rolled is the different actions that you're going to be able to do around the board. One of the things that you need to do is get tiles into your duchy. Well, you get these tiles and then you put them into a little holding area, and then from there you need to then move them into your play area.
Yes.
You can only put those in the dice values that are in there for grabbing them and the dice values that are on the board for expanding out.
Yes. What I love about it too is you get bonus points per area that you complete in like first order or second order. So if you get all the oranges filled out before everybody, you're getting those bonus points. And those can add up. Those are really important. There's a lot of things to look for in this game. The comboing is delicious.
That's the best part.
It's
a point salad game, in which means basically anything that you do will get you points.
Yeah.
You place a tile,
So
it'll get
satisfying.
you as points somehow. There's different tiles that will give you points for having other things out there. There are animals that will give you points when they're together in these little pens.
Yeah, it's one of those games too that being the first player is pretty important too, because you get first dibs on rolling and like taking from different areas on the board, and it can get really scrappy in some situations.
And there's 2 dice, so you're taking 2 turns per round. And if you're first, you get to do both of those actions before the next person does. So even more important to be first.
We love it.
Really excellent stuff.
Yep.
The point salad is fantastic.
Yeah.
Getting points for everything. It's just satisfying.
And I especially like, not recently, but like a year ago, got the edition, the newest edition that has not all the expansions in it.
So they kind of changed some of the expansions. They added 1 or 2 new ones. We had like basically all the expansions from the original already, but this one does put in a nice little package. It's really the only way to buy Castles of Burgundy nowadays, I think.
I think so. Anyways, that's it from us, guys.
Okay, We are going to talk about this couple. They are amazing. When I say amazing, because they're always so positive and supportive.
So positive.
Is Ilya and Tyler from Kovray.
Yeah, so positive.
They are. They're always just so cheerful and lift up your... If you're down low, just go watch their video. They're so positive.
Well, not even watch their video. I mean, we've had it where we've tweeted things and they just, every time they even respond or tweet back or comment on anything, they're just so happy and positive and it's incredible.
Yeah.
So
I love their channel, and they are very good at posting pictures.
Yes.
All the photos are always so pretty.
Absolutely. Yeah. So on Instagram as well, right?
Yeah. So we are going to see what they like as a couple.
Hello, Judy and Michael. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Happy to be here. We're Kovray, or I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ilya. And a game that we really enjoy playing together is
Fleet the Dice Game.
Now, we're very much omni gamers, so I feel like we play almost like a different game every day. We also like all sorts of games. But roll and dice is definitely a genre that we really enjoy.
Yeah, and especially having covered it over a whole month with, I don't know, what was it, 50
over
games?
50.
Yeah.
Over 50 roll and
We
dice.
covered 50 roll and dice. We kind of found a sweet spot for them, and Fleet has always been like that mix of roll and write with heavy side gaming.
Very strategic.
And I really enjoy it.
Yeah, this is the top of our list. Spoilers, I guess. But the reason so, because you essentially get to fish and get a lot of different ships going out. You get to work on your dock and get a bunch of buildings. And it's really fun to be as strategic as possible. So the dice in this game are absolutely beautiful. So fun.
It feels very engine buildy, and love playing this game. I don't know, picking a game that we want to talk about is hard because we legitimately could have taken any game off of our shelf. And
we love games. Like you two do as well, for sure.
Exactly.
But if you're interested in a heavier, crunchier roll and write, and Fleet might be the game for you. And I know they're recently coming out. I think they're fulfilling in about a month. Three Sisters,
yes.
Which we're so excited because it's more garden-y themed. I specifically tried not to learn too much about it, just to get it all when I get the package and learn about it, because that's one of my favorite feelings when we get to play.
Yeah, we're usually hands off with the Kickstarters in that sense. We follow the updates and then try to like wait until they come in. So
sometimes I don't even read the rules. I just see like who's involved. Like this is a great combination of designers and publishers.
That's true. That could happen. Yeah.
Well, that's us. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. We will see you later.
Bye.
And now, we're going to talk about this couple. They are hilarious.
Wait. I thought we were done. I thought we talked about all the couples. Oh, there's one more?
Yes. Surprise? It is Judy and Michael from the Nerd Shows. us, here.
I was thinking, oh no, who did I forget?
It's us. And we are going to tell you about our favorite game as couple. And it is... The Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Quacks of Quedlinburg. Yeah, what a fun game to play.
I love this game.
Yes, you do.
It's my top 5.
Yeah.
Easily top 5.
Yeah.
And I love to see your face when I beat you.
I was going to say, I think I know why you love it so much because, well, if you've watched any of our live streams, I cannot draw tokens to save my life.
No, and this is brew potions, and I'm pretty into that.
No, absolutely. You are, yeah, fair enough. You know, I think this was tough, and I'm sure all of the couples that participated in this kind of had this thought too, is we didn't want to just pick our favorite games. This is favorite games to play as a couple.
Yes.
Not even two players, but as a couple.
Yes.
And why I think this works is because it's fun.
Yeah.
We're always laughing. And it's not really that mean. So if a bad thing happens to me in this game, which it happens all the time, you can just laugh about it because it's just funny and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think this game, every time we play this game, we pretty much have a lot of good memories and laughters and
absolutely. I laugh so hard when I play. I mean, that's the beauty of this game is I mean, I can't even really remember who's won and who's lost.
It doesn't matter
Well, maybe
anymore.
that's because you win all the time. But it's just, the fun of drawing those tokens, and then you're watching your friends, or you're watching your board, but you're listening to, like I'm listening to Judy go, oh no!
I'm a little bit competitive when it comes to this.
Oh, and you love that gambling, push your luck aspect.
I do. That's one of the reasons I think it's really fun to play with you.
Yeah. It's really fun.
I love it.
Yeah. So that is our favorite game to play as a couple. And I want to say again, thank you so much for all of the couples that participated in this collaboration.
Thank you.
It really, really warms our heart and means so much. Not only because you spent the time to make a video for us and to help, but that your enthusiasm and how much you just... Everyone who responded to us was just like, yes, of course, that sounds amazing. That sounds like so much fun. And it's incredible. So thank you so much. So that's it.
That's it for today.
For this episode of Friends and Games. Now, go ahead and get another game off of your nerd shelf.
Take care.
Bye.